and so forth, you know. Their kids are over there fighting for their country, fighting for their world, for their people. And to come home and get that kind of, recognition, it's really heartbreaking. And then today to see where they're at today, the recognition that they have as veterans and the Veteran Day, it's a great honor and a great privilege to realize that I was a veteran and to serve my country. And to, again, I could go on and thank Mr. Wheeler and the commissioners, Mr. Fish and Mr. Fritz and all of you that we've served with you before. And we want to continue serving with you and helping you, and that you give the help that we need from you. And thanks to our native community. Mostly here today to thank you, and the recognition that we have received through our Native veterans and the Native people from all of you. And I want to thank you. And like I said, I could go on forever talking about the thanks and what you've given us. So thank you very much. And don't stop. So thank you. Keep helping if you can.
And thank you for your years of partnership with us. We appreciate you give and you give and you give in this community. I just want to acknowledge that. It's really appreciated. Thank you.
So to wrap up our presentation, I want to say that my hope for the City of Portland is that our Native American Heritage Month serves as a reminder that in order to be a well-functioning city government, we must include a tribal lens in every corner of the work that we do. In doing so, we help take steps to that time that our elected officials, our leaders, our employees, our advocates, and community leaders all together can build a city that will provide equitable opportunity and inclusion for Native American people. I'm currently working with a number of the city bureaus to support their efforts to host an event for this year's Heritage Month. These events include speaker panels, film screenings, reading discussions, brown bag lunches. So we have lots of events that are being hosted by city bureaus this year. I'm very happy about that. Lastly, just want to again thank you for your time and thank you for your support of the work that I do. And thank you for allowing me to bring guests to Chambers this morning.
Thank you. So, very good. Whereas Native Americans, the indigenous peoples of this land, flourish with vibrant cultures, developed one of the largest trade economies, and are the original stewards of Mother Earth. And whereas the city of Portland now rests on lands at the confluence of the Willamette and Columbia rivers, a major crossroads for the economic, social, and political interactions of the indigenous tribes for thousands of years. And whereas indigenous people hand down oral histories, science, governance, a distinct relationship with the water, land, rocks, native plants, birds, fish, and animals, and invaluable cultural knowledge and rich traditions that continue to thrive in Portland, supporting community health. And whereas indigenous people who've been here since time immemorial continue to contribute immeasurable to our county, state, and city's heritage, distinguishing themselves as scholars, veterans, teachers, athletes, artists, entrepreneurs, and leaders. And whereas the indigenous population of the Portland metro area is over 50,000 people, descended from more than 380 tribes, bands from across the nation. And whereas the community continues to contribute to the cultural fabric of the city of Portland through many events throughout the year, such as the traditional powwows, festivals, celebrations, active community organizations, and tribal intergovernmental relationships. Now, therefore, I, Ted Wheeler, Mayor of the City of Portland, Oregon, the City of Roses, do hereby proclaim the month of November 2018 to be Native American Heritage Month in Portland and encourage all residents to observe this month. Thank you. Commissioner Udaley.
What an exciting moment. With so many Native American women assuming positions of power across the country at every level. I want to thank our honored guests today. And I want to particularly thank Laura John, our Tribal Relations Director. I think there's been growing recognition of Native American heritage, survival, presence in our community, but I don't feel that the city has taken many meaningful steps and concrete actions to actually addressing kind of unique challenges, concerns, and needs of the community. And I want to commend the mayor for hiring Laura. She's been here less than a year, and I feel that our understanding and relationships have grown by leaps and bounds with the Native community. And I just want to commit my support to you moving forward. And it did occur to me as you were talking about your experiences with Native American Heritage Month and how kind of awkward and maybe infuriating those experiences were. Oregon is the only state in the country that has required ethnic studies curriculum for K through 12 students. So I want to just put on the table that perhaps we should develop a Native American heritage curriculum and at the very least offer it in Portland schools, but perhaps throughout the state, and hopefully correct some of the kind of more unfortunate and embarrassing traditions that it's been perpetuating. So thank you for being here, and happy Native American Heritage Month.
Commissioner Fritz.
Thank you for honoring us with your presence and your gracious words, and thank you for all that you are doing to help us correct the wrongs of the past, and for being willing to do that. I just love seeing the 6 flags of 6 of the most prominent tribal nations here in council chambers. It's a great reminder that we are on land that my ancestors only recently came to, and yours after much less than mine have in some cases, in many cases, for time only. So thank you for that. I am honoured to have bow and arrow having made this medallion for me and giving it to me at the powwow. And it sits on the front and centre and on the table in my office every day. I'm looking at it and being reminded that by treaty I am empowered to correct those wrongs and to act in collaboration with the tribes. Particularly thank Patty Howard, who in my first term was my policy advisor, who established the principle of acknowledging tribal sovereignty, and that we do need to work together. And yes, it does take time to correct and move forward. And so in order to be able to have everything on the table in collaboration, it takes time to fix it. And so thank you, Laura John, for your work on that. We will continue now, I know, to gather momentum and to honor the roles that you and the voters of our area have now given to us on the dais here. Thank you so much.
Commissioner Fish.
So one of the things that I've learned in my service on this council is that on many of the issues that we are spending time addressing, there is not necessarily consensus among Native American leaders. And that's not surprising, but until we had a tribal liaison, we weren't really focused on understanding the political landscape the way we are now. The conflicts within recognized tribes and between them, conflicts between some of our recognized tribes and urban Indians, different views on important questions from Superfund to how we make our budget, to how we utilize land, to how we honor Native history through our various bureaus, and on and on and on. What Laura John has allowed us to do is better understand the lay of the land, to better understand the views of sovereign nations as well as urban Indians and others, And, we have some really hard work ahead of us. It's not going to be easy to knit together some of the things that we're working on, because there are disagreements within the community. But what Laura has given us is a relentless focus on how we can, in a more respectful way, engage sovereign nations and also our urban Indians. And she's helped all of us through our bureaus figure out ways of becoming more engaged and respectful. And from time to time, she's come in and said, there's something coming to council that's about to become a train wreck, and we're going to pull it or rewrite it, or we're going to rethink it, or haven't done the necessary outreach. And so I'm as someone who fought for this position, I am absolutely confident that she's the right person for the job. And I've seen really remarkable progress in a short amount of time. So Laura, thank you for your leadership. Thank you to our honored guests for being with us today.
Thank you. So should we have a photograph up front?
Thank you.
You think if we tried to go up there, Ted would remove us? We would, wouldn't we?
Is it possible to speak on this?
No, it's probably You can ask to go to Southern Night. Who does?
Or Charles.
Everyone look here. 1, 2, 3.
You know who it is.
Smiling. Awesome. Flash now. 1, 2, 3.
Big good star.
She's never doing Southern Mass. She said
So someone from
The person that's up here? The one that's up here?
no, I think it's just one of them.
someone from the city just came in, pulled Star out.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's strange, isn't it?
Yeah, he walked right over to Star, said something, then went around, then she walked out.
Very interesting.
Oh yeah, I get to testify on the gas mask thing.
I was thinking of trying to stick around. If I have time, I'm going to try to do it too. But
Yeah.
this meeting might run a little bit longer than.
The next item is 1142, please.
Proclaim November 11, 2018, to be Veterans Day.
Commissioner Fish.
Thank you, Mayor. I have some opening remarks, but what I'd like to do is invite our honored guests to come forward at this point. Christopher Soon, Eddie Van Buren, and Nicholas Carroll. And they are members of the city's Veteran Empowerment Team. And I